My experience with AdBlock and AVBlock was absolutely horrible. I became aware of them on a Facebook ad, which I should know better, for free AdBlock. If you're on Facebook, then you know that you do get a lot of ads. So I clicked on it. Icons went on my phone. Thought no more about it until I start looking over my statements for my Apple charge, and that's where everything goes when I click on Facebook. I noticed 3 months of charges for $9.95 each. I never authorized those. I never signed up for anything, and their advertisement on Facebook said free. So, of course, I called Apple, and they told me there was nothing that they could do. It was a renewal every 30-day subscription that I was able to find out, but it wasn't showing up on my subscriptions in my phone. So I asked them to cancel my Apple card because I've had this trouble before with the Apple card issued by Goldman Sachs. They said that all they could do, now this is after numerous calls, telling this story numerous times, and they told me to call Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs said I could not do anything through them, that I would have to call Apple. I called Apple back, and they gave me a phone number. The phone number was just a voicemail answering machine, which got me to no one. I'm very persistent. This time I've been on the phone about an hour and a half, so I still kept calling, and eventually a person from Apple said that they could block my card. That was the most that they could do. I said, okay, do that. And then I tried Goldman Sachs again, kept calling till I got someone that told me that they could help me. That was maybe the fourth person I talked to on that try. She was very kind. She explained everything, and she did cancel my Goldman Sachs Apple credit card. So I have no Apple credit card, and that free ad is going to end up costing me at least $30. Might not seem a lot, but when you're my age, you need those funds for medicine. So be very careful with any of the ads on Facebook, and do not sign up for AVBlock or AdBlock. I didn't notice any difference, and it was costing money that I did not okay them to take out of my account. The most frustrating part of this whole ordeal was trying to get somebody to help me. I had a hard time finding the phone number for AdBlock. And again, when I finally called them, it was the same as the number that Apple had given me later on. That was just a voice message. Doing a little research, which I should have done before I pressed that button, it seems that AV Block and AdBlock are not from the United States. I'm not quite sure if it's Australia or England, but it's not from the US. So the frustrating part is not getting to talk to someone that knows their job, telling the story repeatedly to different people, because when they say they're going to transfer you to someone else that maybe can help, they cut you off instead. So you have to start at the beginning. That, to me, is the most frustrating part. Calling a company, wanting to get help, and no one can answer any of your questions. So what do? They just hang up the phone over and over again. As a side note, I was on the phone over 4 hours with this issue. I think I got the resolution that I needed. At that time, I wanted my credit card canceled. That was the first sentence I said when I got the first person on the line. Cancel this credit card. I've had too many charges that I did not put on there. Then after the hours and hours and hours, I finally got my credit card canceled. Not only was my whole day wasted, but just think of how much money those companies are paying those employees to repeatedly say, I don't know, I'll have to transfer you, and then hang up. Not only are they causing you bad business, they're costing you money. So I did get the resolution that I wanted. The last lady I spoke to from Goldman Sachs did cancel that credit card. The only thing with that is I am aware that my credit score number will go down because I've closed a card. Now, that was no fault of my own. I worked very hard to get the number that I do have, and I don't think it's fair that my credit score takes the hit for their mistakes. My first tip is don't click on anything that says AdBlock, AvBlock, or anything of that sort, especially when they say it's free. It's not free, trust me. Secondly, I made a commitment to myself, and I think you should be very careful of anything that you purchase off of a Facebook ad or a Instagram ad, because they're both pretty much tied together and they come and go, those companies. So there's times you'll have no idea where your money went. The third thing would be don't give up. Like I said, I'm very persistent. My final act would have been writing a letter to the Attorney General asking for them to get involved. Keep going as far as you have to. Doesn't matter if it's $5 or $5,000. They should not be scamming people.